Who Face the Raven, the 10th episode of Series 9. It's written by Sarah Darlot and starring Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman. So we have the return of Jervin Wade as Rigsy, who appeared in Flatline, and I think it's great to see him return. This is pretty much Clara's sort of farewell episode, as she gets killed off. After the Doctor and Clara ran into the TARDIS, whatever adventures they had, Rigsy phones them as he's got a tattoo that he didn't get himself one. It's a countdown which is really suspenseful. As the Doctor and Clara arrived in Rigsy's place, he's got a new child, Mum's out, so the Doctor, Clara and Rigsy picks the map, and I love the bit where Clara's hanging out the TARDIS laughing with joy wearing sonic specs. As the TARDIS is shaking, she's absolutely reckless. At least she's good though. So the TARDIS arrived in London, as certain areas have been marked, so they counted the pacing as they walk as they split up, but couldn't find anything until they regroup, and there's some kind of a doorway to the alleyway, so they went inside Trap Street that looks like a Victorian era. There's people thinking that Rigsy is a murder, so Ashildra, aka Maya Me, came and admitted it was her because anyone who's violent or committed a crime must be sentenced to death. His memories got wiped and he's placed a countdown so he can say goodbye to his family, even though he forgets that he's going to die. Horrible. Now I like the effects on some people who are holograms, where they show Centauran, Jadoon, Cybermen and Ood. As they wonder how Rigsy got into the trap streets, there's an old couple. An old man stole something to save his wife's life. As he outruns the Raven, his time's up, and the bird flew in him with black smoke poured out of his mouth as he screamed and died, which is pretty effective and emotional. There's a woman in a cage called Anna, which apparently is her who died and Rigsy got accused of murder, except she's actually alive. Clara asked Rump how to get the tattoo of Rigsy. The answer is she has to touch it and pass it into herself if she does it willingly, but you can't cheat as it's chronologue. So Clara secretly took the tattoo off Rigsy and got it herself. Simon Paisley Day played Rump, who's a wolf creature, reminds me of Henry Greyback from Harry Potter, who hides from human view in a street. He's fantastic, and apparently DWA-1512 Rump was planning to steal the Doctor's TARDIS, but it stops thanks to UNIT, which is a good storyline there. Letitia Wright played Anison, who's a Janus, a human with two faces like Professor Quirrell, and her mum is Anna. For some reason she was uncredited, so I don't know the name of the actress, unfortunately. They both did a great job. Letitia is also great as Shuri in MCU. After the Doctor got the teleport device, Anna is free, and she's back with Anison. Ashildra revealed the plan was to bring the Doctor there. As soon as everyone, including the Doctor, found out that Clara took chronologue from Rigsy, we get an intense moment where the Doctor threatens to bring UNIT, Zygons, Daleks and Cybermen there. Imagine if it happened, if Ashildra doesn't get it off Clara. The Doctor isn't here, you're stuck with me is one of the most scariest Doctor's line ever, as he's really mad. But unfortunately it can't be undone. Clara's screwed. The scene where Clara telling the Doctor to promise her that he will not hurt anyone who will come in his way of this, and will not take revenge on what has happened, reminding him why he became the Doctor, is really emotional. And I was like, oh no, she's gonna die, please don't. So then the Raven flew into Clara after she went outside, and the Doctor watches her as the smoke comes out. They silent her scream to make it so terrifying, so the Doctor got pretty emotional and told Ashildra that you will find that it's a very small universe when I'm angry with you. The Doctor being dark, as he teleported away, leading to cliffhanger. This episode is kind of like MCU because it's got post-credit scene where Rigsy sticks a portrait of Clara and graffitied the TARDIS to create a memorial, which is a nice tribute for Clara. I really enjoyed this episode. What did you think of Face the Raven? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.